Okay, so the flip book that you're going to be working on now, guys, is going to be for a poem analysis. It's going to be these peach colored sheets. They say soap stow on it, and then one that is a poem. I've already cut mine out, so that's what I need you to do at this time. You are going to cut around on the dotted line. Make sure you leave this tab attached to it. This is going to help you glue, and it gives you just instructions on what you're going to be doing. And then give you about 30 seconds to cut these out, guys. When you get finished, you should have 3 pieces of paper that look like this. Okay, so make sure you clean up your area and that you put any scraps that you have in the recycle bin. We are going to work on the middle layer. So find the one that says middle layer. We're going to start at the top S and we're going to work all the way down. So remember, this is an acronym or a set of letters that will help you remember what you're supposed to do on poems. When you come to a poem, these are strategies that can help you be successful and understand what that poem says. A lot of poems use figurative language, which is that language that we have to figure out what it means. But if you have a strategy in place that can help you, then this will be especially important to understanding what a poem means and why is it important. So we're going to start at the very top. So we're going to start at the S. The first S is subject. So the subject, that is what is the poem about? Okay. The O stands for occasion. Okay. That means, why was this poem written? What was going on that caused the author to write this poem? As please remember, you're going to have to write small to fit everything in the boxes. Okay. The A is for audience. This is just like the people who are watching a movie. This is just like the reader. This is, who was this poem written for? Who did the author want to read this poem? The P is purpose. Okay, this is going to be similar to author's purpose. We're going to get a little bit more particular though. So you have some categories to choose from: to inform, to persuade, to entertain. Think about what goes into all of those things. So purpose, why did the author write the poem? The second S is for speaker. The speaker is similar to the narrator. So the author and the narrator in a narrative story, guys, are not necessarily the same person. The same thing is for the author and the speaker of a poem. The speaker is actually the voice behind the poem. You can have a female author who writes a poem from a boy's point of view, from a boy's perspective. So just because your author is one person does not mean that is also the speaker. The speaker is the voice behind the poem. And the last letter, T, is for tone. We went over this in a previous video. You're going to go back through your notes to fill out what tone means, and you're going to insert into this blank right here. You're going to write the definition for what tone is from your previous notes. It's going to be the purple notes. Sorry, blue notes, not purple, blue notes. Okay. Now, since you have this filled out, we are going to cut this. Remember, you do not cut past this solid line. You're only going to cut up these dotted lines. Do not go past this solid line. Do not go past this solid line. Only cut on the dotted lines. Just like that. You're going to put this to the side, guys. You are going to need this to complete the next part of your activity. What you are going to do is you're going to use what you wrote here. You're going to read this poem. And you're going to write the answers on this next sheet. So you're going to use this poem to write the answers to these items on this sheet. First thing you're going to do, guys, is read the poem. Start at the S. The first S is subject. It says, What is the poem about? You're going to write the answer to that in this blank. Then you're going to move to occasion, audience, purpose, speaker, and tone. Go ahead and pause the video at this time. You are going to complete that activity. When you have this completely filled out, you're going to resume the video and follow along on how to assemble your flipbook and glue it into your the star folder. So go ahead and pause your video, guys, to fill out this sheet using the Langston Hughes Mother to Son poem that is provided to you. Okay, guys, so what you have already done is you have completed this worksheet or this part of your book using this poem and these questions that we did in the first part of the video. What I'm going to do now is show you how to assemble your booklet. So your sheet like this is going to be filled out already before you're on this part of the video. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this apart. You're going to cut on these dotted lines. You are not going to cut on this solid line. So only cut on the dotted lines. Okay. It'll be very easy to assemble, guys. You're going to take the one that says bottom layer. You're going to glue it next to your blue mood and tone book. You are not going to glue down the fingers. Do not glue down the finger part. Only glue down the back. You only need a couple of drops of glue for this, guys. You are not even going to need the full line of glue. Okay. And have 4 dots. And you're going to glue down the bottom layer. Right next to your blue mood and tone book is the bottom layer. Then you're going to take the middle layer. And you're going to glue that right on top. So remember, do not glue down the finger part. Only glue down this part right here. You're going to put the glue on the back right here. A couple of dots will be fine. You do not need a bunch. And glue that line right on top of the other line to create your middle layer. Just like that. Just glue down your middle layer. The last layer, guys, is going to be the top layer. This is not cut at all. You're just going to fold this on this thick line. You're going to fold it so it will open like a book. Okay. Just like that. You're going to fold it on this line. Remember, do not cut this one. Okay. You're going to put glue on the back of this right here, on the back of it. Okay. Just like that. And you're going to glue this again to the part that says middle layer right there to make a cover for your poem analysis, helpful hint guide, and examples. Okay.